So we finally got the car from Stefan, the diabolical guy, a liar, and a crook in the end. And from the son of the mechanic who stole it with the help of a corrupt police. There was some, but finally, once we had the Audi, that was such a gift, such a aspirator, such a vacuum cleaner as they called it. It attracted so many girls. Uh, it was a time when there were few cars on the road, and these cars were Dacia and old, many of them. And I'm talking right after the end of the communist regime. And this German limousine was sensational, was like a spacecraft. Uh, it, it was old. I forgot how old it was, maybe 7, maybe 10 years, but it was, for here, it was more interesting, way more interesting than a Rolls Royce would be on the roads today. That's because there were, I don't know how many, um, especially in the first few months of 1990, a few hundred cars, foreign cars. Now you have a few hundred really, really expensive ones, but and I mean the Bentley and whatever, but there are thousands, tens of thousands of road is full with Land Rovers, expensive Mercedes, and so on. So in this crowd, it's more difficult to distinguish. Anyway, you understand what I'm saying. Um, that car helped, even if it also meant a lot of trouble. I'm moving ahead with the Black Sea and what happened there. With Studentesc Park, a place where I went to take in the sun with the Audi and meet girls, and there were many girls to be met and get really close. But there also, they smashed the side window and they broke in to steal the stereo. So I had to, for a while, I had to drive with a plastic replacement. Anyway, the car was also used for business because with Socrate, I took quite a few trips to the west once I had my license, and eased on these many tours, which have been so good and lucrative in this first year and the next. To be honest, there have been tours up to about 13, 14 years ago, when Hannah was about 1 or 2. This is when I had my last tours, with a few rare exceptions. Twice I went again with people from Texas. Anyway, um, a special event took place, and that involves also Socrates, with whom I was getting closer in business terms. He was invited by me to welcome a party of British people. What happened briefly was this: in 1999, in spring, I think it was, I took a party of children to Râmnicu Vâlcea. That's the one place I recall, and some other, the monasteries around, some other places. I remember Râmnicu Vâlcea because that was odd. I never did anything else with anybody, any other group in Râmnicu Vâlcea because it's so unimportant. But for some reason, these people included Râmnicu Vâlcea. Anyway, we got along more than fine, wonderfully, which is surprising because I don't like children in particular. And back then, I think I don't even I didn't even know they existed. I was so absent-minded around them. But anyway, I tried and I did my job professionally. I have a lot of references to prove that, and the business which grew. So I guess I took it very seriously, even if they were children. However, when they went to England, they learned about what's happening in Romania, and they organized. They put my picture in a paper. This is Cheltenham, so for the area, for the region, they had a newspaper or something, and they put my picture, and they said in Romania we had a revolution, and we met, something about the trip, and that they can help with computers they no longer need because we don't have computers. Well, we didn't have anything really, but computers, and they will make an effort to bring them here, and that's what they did. And I will come back to this tomorrow. That was an important moment, and Joan is to be thanked for this. She was a great woman, and she helped us a lot. Tomorrow, next chapter.